Hey everyone, this is J-Dog, and I'm here with another video. Yep, Malcolm X. This is the infamous activist who was trying to fight for the black community until he was murdered in 1965 by some sellouts, and then it turns out that the sellouts were informants that were working for the FBI. And now the Malcolm X family demands reopening of the murder investigation. Let's see why. Everyone has been talking about this. The daughters of assassinated U.S. black civil rights leader Malcolm X requested that the murder investigation reopened in the light of new evidence. They cite a deathbed letter from a man who was a policeman at the time of the 1965 killing. So, the new evidence and the reason of the murder investigation comes from a confession, I guess. A letter from a former police officer. The 1965 Klan alleged New York police and FBI conspired in the murder. Do you know that they also conspired in the Martin Luther King murder? Why you think the Martin Luther King's family sued the FBI in 1999 in a civil case and won? It's because of stuff like this. So yeah. I understand why Malcolm X family would want to go after them and have the murder investigation reopened as well. So the police officer, they actually got the name of the police officer. His name is Raymond Wood. Wrote his responsibility was to ensure Malcolm X security team were arrested days before he was shot dead in Manhattan, his family. So basically it is that he was an undercover cop or a cop, that they had to make sure that the people who were protecting Malcolm X, who were riders, who were loyal to Malcolm X, that they were dealt with first, so it would be easier to access to Malcolm X before the assassination. Malcolm X were arrested days before in Manhattan, his family said. 3 men were convicted of the murder. The men, all members of the Nation of Islam, political and religious movement, were each sentenced to life in prison. But many people said that they were actually informants going undercover as members of the Nation of Islam, which means the Nation of Islam was infiltrated by traitors created by the police and the FBI, the New York police. You see, for years they wanted to make it look like that Malcolm X had some kind of rivalry with Minister Louis Farrakhan, who was just coming up into the Nation of Islam at that time. Because, Farrakhan was just coming up. But many people believe that was a lie, that members of the nation, the real riders of the Nation of Islam, never wanted Malcolm X killed. But the NYPD and the FBI and many other police departments and those who hate black people, they tried to put that propaganda out there to try to get people to go against the Nation of Islam. Their real goal was to destroy the whole entire Nation of Islam altogether. And starting with people like Malcolm X, and then go all the way to going after Farrakhan, because they've been trying to go after Farrakhan, but they kept failing. That's why Farrakhan is still alive. They just can't get him. But we all knew that the people in power, the powers may be of white supremacy, like the police and the FBI were the real masterminds behind the assassination. But now more evidence that to prove that it was racism and this corrupt justice system, the FBI and the police and stuff were the real masterminds. And this is the proof right here. Each were sentenced to life in prison. One of them has since died, while the other two have been paroled. By the time he was gunned down, Malcolm X, who was at one time seen as a public face in the Nation of Islam, but then left the movement, had moderated his militant message of black separatism. However, he remained a passionate advocate of black unity, self-respect, and self-reliance. In 2020, the Manhattan District Attorney launched review of the convictions after meeting representatives of the Innocent Project, a non-profit legal group campaigning for justice for individuals it said had been wrongly convicted. In other words, some of the people who were convicted in Malcolm X's assassination may had nothing to do with it, or were set up, and that's why they should be free. Alright, now here's what the actual letter is. I think this is how far I might go in the article. Let me see. Oh, no, it's short. Well, here's what the letter. The letter says that the New York Police Department, NYPD, and the FBI covered up details of the assassination on 21st February 1965 in Harlem's Abudan Ballroom, Upper Manhattan, according to Wood's family and their lawyer. Wood alleged that he was tasked with making sure Malcolm X would have no door security in the building where he was due to speak in public. At the press briefing on Saturday, Wood's family members provided no details about how and when Raymond Wood died, but they said he did not want to make the letter public until after his death. And I bet you I know why that. Yes, we're mad that he waited this long, but probably what happened is, first of all, he should have done it sooner, but also he probably hold the letter because he knew that if he exposed this, that he would have been a target, and not only him, but most likely his family. His family is probably going to still be targets now just because this letter is out now. But you know how racists are. They were probably going to kill him. So he probably said, do this when I'm dead. So that way, when they start going after Woods for exposing the letter, he would already been dead. They couldn't just kill him because he would already be dead. Yeah, so what, briefly, until, and how and when, yeah, so after his death, fearing repercussions from the authorities. Yeah, he felt that the people that egged him to lead to the assassination would target him. Any evidence provided greater insight into the truth behind the terrible tragedy should be thoroughly investigated, said Elijah Shabazz, one of Malcolm X's daughters. Forgive me if I pronounced that wrong. In the statement, the NYPD said several months ago the Manhattan District Attorney intended a review investigation and prosecution that results in 2 convictions for the murder of Malcolm X. The NYPD has provided all available records relevant to the case to the District Attorney. The department remains committed to assist with that review in any way. The FBI has so far made no public comments on the issue. Yeah, of course, because they're cowards. They know that they were involved with Malcolm X's murder. That's why they're not really saying anything. They want to see if how long this is going to take, so they could find a way to get it back under the rug, so they can cover it up again. Because they were trying to separate themselves from Malcolm X's murder, but it seems there's more evidence keep coming in to prove that the FBI was responsible for Malcolm X's death. Remember, they were also involved with Martin Luther King's assassination. And like I said earlier in this video, that the King's family filed a civil suit against the FBI, and the King family actually won that case. They knew that law enforcement, the mob, and of course these race groups like the KKK were all involved in Martin Luther King's assassination. You think they wouldn't be involved with Malcolm X's? And remember, the police department in Chicago was also responsible for the death of Fran Hampton's assassination. Yeah, you won't believe who is involved in some of these murders and assassinations and stuff. They think that even some president's assassinations may have been behind members of the federal government, like the FBI and stuff. Yeah, like people from Kennedy and stuff like that. But we're talking about Malcolm X and some of these other black leaders and stuff. But yeah, if you think that, that the FBI, these police departments, they've been behind a lot of shady stuff over the years, and even to this day, they still behind some shady stuff. So I'm not surprised that they may be involved in Malcolm X's death, and I hope that Malcolm X's family gets justice, and I hope they reopen that case. And yeah, they need to go after those people. And then if there were some people that was wrongly convicted in Malcolm X's death, they should be out, and they should also go after the FBI and the NYPD in the investigation. But that's all I have to say. I'll leave this link to this article to read at your own time. I want to know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Do be careful what you write in the comment section, because, if you're watching this on YouTube, because, the community guidelines. But, yeah. But still, make sure you're careful what you write in the comment section. But still, I want to know what you think in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button, share this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit that notification bell. I'll leave the link to this article, as well as link to all the different accounts for you to follow me wherever you're watching this video: YouTube, Black Junction, Twitter, etc. So you can follow me on those accounts. But that's all I have to say for now. This is J-Dog. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in another video. Peace, everyone.